Snap. Oh, snap. My bad. Hey, y'all. Welcome to another Markland Mondays. And what we're talking about tonight is the cell phone. All right. Now, the cell phone. But first, before we get started, first things first. Yo, welcome to another Markland Mondays conversation. Every Monday, we have a conversation about some aspect of dating, whether it's like tonight, we're talking about the cell phone and how it affects your dating life, or could very well be the situation. Oh, can you hear me now? That's not good that you can't hear me as much as I be talking. All right, can y'all hear me now? Oh, all right. Anyway, just want to make sure we weren't having any technical difficulties. But anyway, y'all, hey, every Monday, every Markland Mondays conversation is something about dating. Okay, dating is a crazy enough process as is, and what we want to do is just talk about it. We've had a few conversations in the past where we spoke about like catfishing or red flags, and all of those videos are on my brand new YouTube channel. So just go to youtube.com. Go ahead and check out. Just type in the search bar. You can either type in Markland Mondays, Christopher Markland, or Desperately Seeking, as you can see from my t-shirt here. Any one of those things, you can definitely, just go to the YouTube channel, and all of the past Markland Mondays conversations are going to be there. And you can also leave comments because I'm always checking those as well. But every Monday, we have a conversation about dating. And tonight's conversation specifically is going to be about the cell phone and how it impacts your relationship, both good and bad. Now, but as usual, before we start the Markland Mondays actual conversation, in the chat, Michelle, she always sparks it up, and we just talk about it before we get started. So we've had quite a few comments about it, and we're going to dig into that tonight. So also, please make sure that you leave your comments in the comment section. You can ask questions. You can, whatever you want. Just make sure, just communicate. Let me know what's going on. Talk to me, okay? So make sure that you hit me up in the comment section, and also hit those reaction buttons. Let me know that you're there. Speaking of there, I want to say what up to my boy Juan. What up, Shell? What up, Michelle? Thank y'all for joining me, and let's get started. So the cell phone. It's 2019, about to be 2020, and we cannot live without our cell phones. I know me, sometimes I feel like I'm going into withdrawal if I leave it at the house, but it's like it's a part of us. You know what I'm saying? We do everything with our cell phone, and I mean, without it, we just probably wouldn't be able to function. I mean, you're probably going to get lost because you can't find out where you're going. You can't do a whole bunch of nothing without it. So you just want to make sure that you got your cell phone with you. And the same thing applies with your relationship. Okay. With your relationships, you got to communicate. All right. And without the communication device that is your phone, you're going to run into some problems. All right. However, have y'all had a situation where somebody who is always on their phone 24/7, however, when you call them, they never seem to be able to take your call? If you send them a text, they never seem to be able to get your text. So, it's one of those things where it's like, hey, if I'm trying to communicate with you, how come we can't communicate, right? Now, got a couple questions though, y'all. In your phone, do you have old pictures of, say, your ex? Or, those pictures I'm talking about, or maybe a couple naughty pictures that your ex may have sent you. Just saying, just really curious about that. Let me know, because, or better yet, what about old messages? Like, say you were communicating back and forth with your ex or somebody that you were kicking it with, and you know what I'm saying? And you never delete them. Now, let's say that your new person that you're with finds those messages. How do you think they would react? And would that be a good situation for you? That also leads me to another question. How would your new person, your new significant other, find those messages? The question is, do they have access to your phone? In other words, do they have your passcode? Because it's giving up the phone information, that's a huge step. That's a lot of trust, and Lord knows we know plenty of relationships that have been destroyed because people have have gotten into the phones. In fact, in the chat, Michelle, she spoke about her ex used to hack her phone and dig into the information and find out about what she was or wasn't doing, and use that information against her. And that speaks to a bigger situation. It's not even about the phone at that point. It goes about trust, and y'all know that those are the three things, or four things I should say, when it comes to relationships: sex, communication, finances, and trust. If you don't trust your significant other, y'all can't work it out. So I'm like Shell in the comments, where she's like, hey, she don't, after she is through with the man, she deletes the man and the messages. I feel you on that one. It's like, once it's done, because I got a no backtracking policy anyway. Usually if we're done, I don't care how serious the relationship is. If we were just kicking it for a minute and we were texting back and forth, and then all of a sudden either you went ghost on me or I just say, what, I'm done, I'd delete you, because quite honestly, we ain't got nothing else to talk about. So yeah, I will delete those messages quick. I agree with you on that one. But Shell does say that she keeps those messages on Facebook. I don't know, since you can access Facebook through your phone, but I don't know. Juan said he got woken up out of his sleep with a right cross to the face after she went through the phone, and he was completely innocent. First of all, hashtag black men don't cheat. I personally am a charter member of the Faithful Black Male Society, Faithful Black Male Community. So first of all, I'm just saying, I can't rock with you, but I do understand what he's saying, because as my man said, he didn't cheat. He was innocent, but yet and still, he still got popped in the mouth, in the face. So, I definitely agree with that. But back to the phone hacking situation. That I've heard people who've done that, where they either hack the phone or they go through the phone records, or all kinds of stuff. I've heard one situation where the woman got the phone and ran in the bathroom and locked the door and started going through the messages and all that other stuff. It's like, woo, that's a lot. What up, Alicia? Thanks for joining the conversation. Once again, tonight's Markland Mondays conversation is about the cell phones and how they can impact your relationship, both good and bad. But yeah, as I was saying, there's a situation. What up, Shanita? Shern Eater? Thanks for joining the conversation. As I was just saying, tonight's Markland Mondays conversation, if I can talk properly, tonight's Markland Mondays conversation is all about the cell phone and how it impacts your relationships. But anyway, I had a situation I've heard anyway. It wasn't me personally, but just talking to a friend, and she was like, hey, her boyfriend set his phone down for a second. She snatched that thing up and ran in the bathroom and started going through the messages. And obviously that's a situation where she didn't trust him. And sure enough, she found what she was looking for. That's not a good thing, mind you, because it ended up being the end of their relationship. However, the cell phone has the key to either keeping your relationship or not. You know what I'm saying? It's all about trust, first of all. And if you have that device and you have things in that device, like we talked about, old messages from exes still in your phone, old pictures from past relationships, that kind of thing. So definitely having that in your phone and just access to it, meaning, does your current significant other, your spouse, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the case may be, do they have access to your phone? Can they log in at any time and say, hey, scroll through your messages? Are you comfortable leaving your phone at the house? Can you leave your phone at home and not have to worry about busting a U-turn on 285 to head back to the house to snatch your phone up? Because Lord knows, if your significant other found it, you might as well just jump on in the grave, because you about to die. So can you do that? Are you comfortable enough with your spouse to not only leave your phone, but allow them access to the device? Now let's take this in a different direction. Phone etiquette. This is something that we talked about in the in the chat earlier. Like I said, every Monday before the conversation actually starts, we have a chat conversation in Facebook where we talk about different things. Everyone is able to interact, and it's a lively conversation. So like I said, every Monday, make sure that you not only join the conversation, but you join that chat as well. So phone etiquette, y'all, you're on a date, And that person, so what do you think of the fish or chicken or whatever the hell it is you're eating? And this person's like, oh yeah, it was good. You know, that kind of thing. They're always on their phone instead of being accessible. You know what I'm saying? So how, you know, have you been in that situation? Let me know in the comment section. Also, make sure you hit the reaction button as well. Let me know what y'all are thinking. But have you been in a situation where you're on a date or you're on an activity or you're doing something and that person's either on their phone or doing whatever? Full disclosure, I'm bad for that. Okay, I'm bad for that. Y'all know that as a writer, you know, I am a writer and I have a writing app on my phone. And if I get hit with an idea, I'm pulling out that writer app and I'm just going at it because, you know, it used to be you pull out a pen and paper and start making your notes. However, with this device, good and bad, you know, it will cause you to be preoccupied. So now you're focused on what's going on with the phone instead of what's going on around you. So I definitely understand that. I know that I'm bad for that as well. Also, you're with somebody and they just taking pictures of every damn thing. Don't get me wrong, I get it. You're out on a date or you're out and about and it's just pictures everywhere. Or, Lord knows, you know this one where they hit you with the always taking selfies or whatever instead of, once again, being involved in what's going on around you at the same time. The cell phone it's a good thing to have, but you've also heard the old saying, there can also be too much of a good thing. So just keep that in mind. Or better yet, have you had that happen? Or how does that make you feel? You're with somebody, y'all are vibing, you're at a restaurant, dinner, doing your thing, and they're either on their phone or they're checking Facebook or, you know, they're on Snap or they're on Instagram, whatever, Instagram, taking pictures of the meal instead of enjoying the food with you. You know, that kind of thing. So has that happened to you? How did it make you feel? Let me know. I really want to know this one. So, and another thing, let's move it in this direction, all right? See, they're going at it in the chat, in the comment section. I love it. Also, after we end the conversation, at least the live broadcast, we definitely jump into the comment section and we have a good time with it. So, hey, please make sure that you join that. Now, how about this? Have you found something on your significant other's phone that made you look at them sideways? All right. So let's say you're just, whatever, you're like, hey, let me use your phone, and you go whatever. Then all of a sudden you come across their favorite porn site, and it's like, wait a minute. Okay, I mean, everybody has their thing, but you like upside down gypsy vampire porn. It's like, wait a minute, now that's a whole different thing. So is that something that you found their phone, and as you started digging, you realized that this person ain't who you thought they were? Or even worse, you learned that there's a sinister side to your significant other. It's like, you're like, wait a minute, what are they doing going on that website? I mean, as I said, I am a charter member of the Faithful Male Society, so I would never, do anything. I know nothing about back pages or Backpage. However, let's say you were just, digging and you came across, your significant other, and they have, a Backpage account. They subscribe to like Pornhub, XNXS, that's my favorite, or any of those things. You're like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on with this person? You see where they have a long history of Craigslist before they stopped doing that. Not that I know anything about that, but I'm just saying, you're like, wait a minute, this person who is a deacon in the church and helps starving puppies cross the road to the other side, and all of a sudden you realize that, wait a minute, it's a damn freak. Have you ever had that situation happen? Let me know in the comment section, and plus I want some notes anyway. But anyway, let me know what the hell's going on with that, because I've had that happen. It wasn't that bad, but I realized that, okay, she's a little bit twisted. We didn't end up staying together, but it was different. In other words, I found out through her phone that what she was saying wasn't necessarily jiving with who she was. What up, Kia? Thanks for joining the conversation. That is the president of my favorite book club that has supported me from day one. Appreciate you joining the conversation. So, we've had a few things, and it's like, whoa, wait a minute. Juan just says that, let's see. Yep, I came across her porn history. Ebony midget pussy eaters from Wakanda. Write that down just to. Okay. Yeah. You come across some pretty strange stuff. Okay. I mean, the phone is definitely, like I said, just not to basically rehash it, but our cell phones, y'all, can make or break a relationship. For me, nowadays you can start a relationship by meeting that person online. You may find a person where you go on your favorite dating app, whether it's Tinder, whether it's Plenty of Fish, whether it's Bumble, whether it's Fling, but that's another story. Well, however you meet that person, and then throughout the dating process, you're interacting with that person. Now that's something else too I want to find out. Okay. Have you had a situation where you texted that person and you're all dating and you texted them and you may have said, "Hey, what's up?" and they took it to be like, "Hey, what's up?" In other words, just a negative connotation based on a text. So that conversation started out and is completely misconstrued because of how it was read, and then things deteriorated from there. So it's like it started out basically as a misunderstanding and just blew the hell up because of a text conversation. So basically what I'm asking is this: do you communicate more on your cell phone through the voice or through your text? Do you call your significant other and actually speak to them? And if you do, how many times a day do you actually communicate with that person? Do you text every so often? Do you call them every so often? Do you FaceTime every so often? That kind of thing. How do you, or how many times a day, and what method is preferred? Me personally, I like the phone call. I like hearing your voice. I like, be able to listen and make sure, just hear your voice. That way I can instantly be like, "All right, what's wrong?" "Nothing." "Man, please, you crying. What you mean nothing? Tell me what's wrong." Or, that kind of thing. So, with a text, it's easier. It definitely is easier because you can pretty much do two things at once for the most part. Okay. Not sure what happened there. It looks like the screen just went out. Hope everybody's still there. But it's one of those things. How do you communicate with your, how do you do it? Do you prefer to text? Do you prefer to talk? Like I said, I personally prefer to talk. I prefer to pick up the phone and be like, "Hey, what's happening? How you doing? What's going on with you?" I personally prefer it. What about you? Which one do you prefer? Juan Kia said, "Don't text me, call me so I know it's real." That's for sure. Because guess what? Remember last week we were talking about catfishing? It's one thing she's just talking to you back and forth and everything's real, or not he or she, and then when you call them up, it's like, "Hey, what's going on?" It's like, wait a minute, girl, you sound different. You want to hear that voice. I agree with that. Juan says that he texts all day, every day, and have simultaneous conversation on Instagram and Facebook. Let's see. Shell says text is more convenient. I have friends that like talking and it takes up too much time and energy, but calls can be necessary. So true. So true. There's sometimes where you ain't got time to be trying to type all that, get carpal tunnel, trying to type a whole damn message when all you can do is pick up the phone, call that person, because guess what? It's not just what you're saying, it's how you're saying it. Once you're talking to that person, they can pick up on your voice. You are able to emote. You're able to, it's just a better, more pure form of conversation. So personally, yeah, texting is more convenient, but I definitely prefer picking up the phone. So a couple things that we're going to wrap it up for tonight. One, every Monday I always put as far as questions that I want everybody just to answer, just to get a feedback, a feel of what's going on. But also, y'all, like I said, my YouTube channel is up. All of the Markland Mondays conversations are going to be on the YouTube channel. So please tell a friend, and also y'all subscribe to it, because I'm going to start doing more things with that channel. Like for instance, I'm not sure if y'all follow the TV show Ready to Love, but every Saturday, I think it is when the show comes on. But then I do reaction videos to that, because as we've always said, I love in all aspects of it. I love it. And that's why I write the books that I do, because I want to make sure that, I want to make sure that love is expressed. And I'm not Ethan, before you get started, Kia, but I love writing about love, specifically African American romances, but love is love no matter what you do. So I'm going to start doing more things on the YouTube channel, as well as I'm almost done with the third book in the Desperately Seeking series. Here's book number 1, Desperately Seeking Exclusivity. And here is book number 2, Desperately Seeking Pleasure. If you haven't gotten your copy, please pick up a copy, support your boy, and leave a review. Let me know what you think. Like every Monday, we're going to have a different Markland Mondays conversation. Also, if you got any topics that you want me to cover, let me know. Shoot me a message, send me an email, hit me in the DMs. I'm also on Instagram, author christophermarkland .com. Instagram @author christophermarkland, or you can hit me up on Twitter, author_Chris M. Either way, hit me up if you got any topic suggestions, or just give me some feedback. Let me know that you're out there. And as always, I'm out here, and I will see y'all next week. Y'all have a great week. Thank you. I'm not Ethan. Cut it out. Let me get back to my phone because y'all getting on my doggone nerves. Y'all have a good one.